The best Pokemon investment that we've seen in years is Pokemon 151. I've been making several videos about this product. My first one was saying that 151 will be like gold in the Pokemon universe, and I still very much believe that. And now it's starting to seem like everybody else is believing that as well, because prices have been surging. They have been going crazy, especially some of the single cards, but sealed product is following it. So we're going to take a look at that today, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on whether or not you should be buying right now, if you should wait, yada, yada, yada. So why has 151 been going crazy? Well, I think the answer's fairly simple. It is a very, very, very good set. I mean, I said this in all my other 151 videos. It has something no other set has. The nostalgia factor, and also the factor that it meshes with every single Pokemon fan. The OG fans that were opening up base set packs when they were younger. Fans like me that watched the anime when they were younger, opened packs when they could, and are now back into the hobby. And then even the newest, youngest fans, the youngest generation of Pokemon fans, still would love this set because it's all the old, all the fun Pokemon. It reaches everybody, and then on top of that, you have the nostalgia factor that we've seen have big holds on people, not even just in Pokemon, but in life. Nostalgia is a drug. So that's why 151's starting to surge. I mean, and also the fact that it's been out for a year, the stock is starting to dry up, all the supplies drying up, so we're seeing more demand. And what I think will happen is that we get a reprint. I also have a whole video on why 151 reprint doesn't matter, if you want to watch that. I'm not going to go completely into that, but I think Pokemon is dumb to not reprint this set and reprint it pretty heavily. I'm praying also just for reprint so I can buy more. A reprint is not a bad thing, but if they don't reprint this, it would be a huge L on their part just from a financial standpoint. They would make so much money if they were to reprint everything, every single box of 151. So I think we will get that probably after the Surging Sparks hype dies down a little bit, but then we also have like a Team Rocket set hype after that. So I'm not sure when they'll do it. They're probably saving it for a rainy day when the Pokemon hype dies down, because we're in a pretty high spot for Pokemon. We got a lot of hype for it right now. We got new people coming into the hobby, and like the investing side of things, the collecting side of things, a bunch of new people. So they might be saving the reprint for a rainy day. And for right now, this might be the lowest price we have for several months, maybe even another year. I don't know. But we have all these here. And I mean, I was just showing these in my videos not too long ago. Booster bundles are already up like 15 bucks since then, and they seem to just be going up. And look at the amount of freaking product being sold on a daily basis. And this is definitely not everything. I'm not sure if these stats are only TCG player stats or if they pull items sold from other websites. There are over 200 items of these selling daily, and then before that, the past month, 100 plus, 150 plus daily. And I feel like this is definitely even more, like way more than what this is saying. And just look at these graphs too. Like these got pretty high here in August. And then I think there's a little bit of a reprint, or they're at least just getting stocked back up in Walmart and stuff. We dropped back down about $10. You could even find them on Walmart for like 35, and then already back up to 50. So that's why a reprint doesn't worry me at all. Even if it gets reprinted heavy, it's a good thing for the community. Everybody gets to collect their cards, open stuff up for a better price. A reprint, I don't think matters. I already talked about that a whole nother time. Poster collections, not really with the huge spike, but these have been restocked more recently than anything else. These were just like a week or two ago at Walmart for 15. You could find these and Dollar General. So they're not really moving right now. They might once more things start to go. As you can see, not many sold daily, not near as much as the booster bundles, but also these collection boxes are tougher to sell later on. Like if you find them for 15 or 16 bucks, buy them. That's worth it, even if they're tougher to sell. I still think 151's anything will sell later. So that's the poster collection. It's not a ton of stuff to talk about with these. I do think if like they stock back in Walmart or something at like 15, 16 bucks, definitely pick some up for this price. You may as well get yourself a booster bundle, because you can get a booster bundle for the same price as two of these, if not for less, if you can get a booster bundle at 50 right now. So it'll be easier to sell these bundles rather than the poster collections. I'm same with some other products here. Let's go talk about these, the Zapdos ones. I mean, these have 4 packs, and they're way more than They're like $10 more than the poster ones, but it is a Zapdos box. Same with these, not a ton being sold daily. Just not a lot of product of these moving. It's mainly those booster bundles, but I think the booster bundles, ETBs, and UPCs are the best things to buy. At least price per pack wise, you get more packs in all of them. You have the Alakazam box, just a more popular box. That's why it's more expensive. You only get 4 packs. I mean, simply just because it's Alakazam. However, like if you're just wanting to keep it sealed, you may as well buy a booster bundle because the hype for this will die down in years' time if you're holding for long term. We got the binder collections, 4 packs with that 151 special binder. So I'm not a huge fan of these, but I mean, I see why you could buy them. I don't have any personally. And then you have the Elite Trainer boxes going for 90. All right, yeah, normal Elite Trainer boxes going for 90. Pokemon Center boxes going for 232. That is insane. Keep an eye out for my next video in a few days. I'm going to talk about these Pokemon Center boxes and why you should buy the Surging Sparks ones. For this price, these are selling the same as like these collection boxes. And then with these, you got a lot of these going too. 90 bucks. You get 9 packs, about $10 a pack. Price per pack, these are still better if you can find them at 50, 52. But also you don't get the promo Snorlax or all the other garbage in the ETBs. But UPCs, man, I was really contemplating getting 1 or 2 of these sealed like at the start of the year for like 90 bucks. I never did. Kind of sad about it, but I have all my other 151 stuff, so these are going for 200, and look at these spikes we're seeing. These are just in the 130s, 140s a month ago. Already 200. This is why I'm hoping for a reprint so we can drop these numbers down with a huge reprint and I can buy more at a cheaper price. And then with the cards, we're seeing a lot of these cards take this huge upward spike as well just within the past 2 weeks. This went from a $50 card to $80 now for the Near Mint Blastoise. And then the Charizard is the one taking the biggest leap, 130 to above 200 now. And I think the PSA 10s are going even crazier. Like the PSA 10 Charizards are an insane flip. If you had these Charizards for like $100 and you got a PSA 10, crazy flip for those. And I don't have any more cards pulled up, but a bunch of other cards are taken off. And one thing I'm personally doing is picking up a few Japanese versions of these cards just because a lot of them are very cheap. And that's because Japanese already got their huge 151 reprint. So those are all cheap. And I don't know if Japanese will reprint again. So you can pick up some Japanese near mint cards for like half the price, if not more than half the price of these English ones. And they will start to go up again as Japanese goes, because these, if you start buying these right now and we get a huge reprint, you're going to lose your money at first and it's going to take a lot of time for it to get back up. Japanese 151 is already reprinted. That's why I'm picking up some of those. There's a decent price, especially if you want them in your personal collection and you don't really care whether or not they're English or Japanese. Japanese is way cheaper, so you can do that. You can buy you can almost master set the Japanese one for like less than $200 or around 200. Yeah, speaking of these, they're at 98. They've been fluctuating pretty good, or they've been stagnant, I guess. They've been fluctuating ever since the reprint. As you can see, the reprint was the beginning of this year, 206. They're all above 200 for these Japanese boxes before the reprint. They got reprinted to the ground, dropped all the way down to 60, and then have been slowly moving back up and have been kind of stagnant at 100 for a month now, but I think we'll continue seeing them go up about like $5 to $10 a month unless they reprint them again. So if you can find these at 100 or at 90 for sure. I think TikTok still has these around 90 in places. Pretty solid. If you don't have any of these and you have a bunch of other 151 stuff, you want to diversify a little bit, get a Japanese booster box, $90 for these is a great price. And I think TikTok still does have some listed there. So, and I haven't really checked eBay, but that's just where I know they're listed at. My personal buys for these would be Japanese boosters. If you don't have singles and you want some singles, Japanese singles are at a great price. Poster collection is not bad if they still are popping up in Walmarts for the $15, $16 MSRP price. Booster bundles, still my biggest thing. price per pack, especially just with English product. These are a great price per pack. But if you just want to get these, spend a lot more money, you can get the Pokemon Center boxes. Pokemon Center boxes, super rare because they sell out, they don't come back, or at least they haven't. That's what I'm going to talk about next video, so stay tuned for that. But the normal boxes, and then UPCs, they're good. You get the you get all these promos, the metal card, 16 packs. That's over $20 a pack though. So if you're just trying to get price per pack, UPC not your best bet, but they will sell in the future. They'll sell, so they're not terrible. I just don't like them at 200. If there's a reprint, I'm definitely gonna buy some if they're cheaper, maybe to what they were before. I missed out on these. I didn't buy any of these, so I'm not gonna force buy into them. I'm just gonna wait. Like I said, kind of praying for this 151 reprint to happen. Singles wise, if there is a reprint, the singles will all drop as well. So if you're about to panic buy some singles and you believe like me that there's gonna be a reprint, just hold off a little bit. If you don't think there's gonna be a reprint, I guess now is the time to buy, but it just wouldn't make sense to me that they never reprint this set again, because it is like printing money for them. This set, they could reprint for 3 straight years and people will buy all the stock every time. Now, that will definitely hurt the investing side of things, but they could do it and people would buy it. And reprints are good for the community. They're good for all the little kids to get their cards, all the collectors, all the people trying to complete their sets. So I think they're going to reprint this. The timetable of when they will, I have no idea. I don't think it'll be until next year, at least after Starting Sparks drops, and we'll see what the other sets after that do, because they might just be saving a 151 reprint for a rainy day, like I mentioned earlier. So those are my thoughts. If you watch me, you know I'm big on 151. If you don't have any sealed 151, you should get it, even at this price. Even if there's a reprint, you should still get it, because if you're a long-term holder, in a decade, in 2 decades, this stuff will be awesome. But this isn't financial advice, so don't take my word. Make your own decisions. That's all I got to say. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out next video for more Surging Sparks talk and Pokemon Center ETB talk.